Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. Let's do the whole darn weekend. Holy cow, a lot of stuff. Saturday, May 1st, National Loyalty Day, May Day, National Mother Goose Day, National Chocolate Parfait Day, Law Day, School Principals Day, Silver Star Service Banner Day, Kentucky Derby Day, National Fitness Day, National Scrapbook Day, National Homebrew Day, Join Hands Day, National Bombshells Day, National Start Seeing Monarchs Day, Free Comic Book Day, ooh, wow, and Play Outside Day. And then Sunday, May 2nd, not quite as busy, National Truffle Day, National Life Insurance Day, National Infertility Survival Day, and National Lemonade Day. All of those things happening this weekend.
I love May Day. I don't have any kids to do that with this year. I used to do it every year. Both of our kids moved out and left
what
us.
What happens, Heidi? They grow up and they go away. It's all good. Hey, by the way, I got a guest. Do you want me to tell you who that is or just move on?
Sure.
Okay.
Who is it today?
I've got a guest. He's the author of a book, Rick Schatz, and he's got a book called Ordinary People. We're going to chat all about that coming up.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. A new study found that seeing your face in the mirror triggers feelings of pleasure. I think that would be different for everybody because, I don't know, when I see my face in the mirror, usually it triggers feelings of, maybe I should go on that diet. Oh, wait, I'm on a diet? Maybe I should do the diet. There you go. I don't know. Do you agree with that?
I do agree with that. I always look at myself and I smile. I'm like,
you
yeah.
Smile. Look at me.
Yeah, look at you.
Look at you, all happy and stuff. Mother's Day, by the way, is coming up next weekend. Will you get your mom a gift, even if she says, don't get me anything? A survey finds, even if a wife or a girlfriend says, don't get me anything, 88% of men will ignore her wishes and get her something anyway. And it's a good idea, since women in the survey said, even if they say, don't get me anything, 63% still expect something. Just a small gift.
Even if it's like a card or whatever, just some acknowledgement.
Well, something would be nice.
Yeah.
So there you go. Make sure you do that. Because if you don't, you could be in the doghouse. All right, that's surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. A man who broke into the Ohio State House and smashed windows and discharged a fire extinguisher told a 911 dispatcher he entered the building because he'd been shot at.
Oh.
According to a copy of the call released last week, the man said a person who shot at him was inside the State House. The Ohio State Patrol said there's no evidence of either claim. The man appeared to be under the influence of drugs and was trying to get medical help, the patrol said. I'm inside the state building. I broke in. They called 911 before the police were sent. They said, why did you do that? Somebody just shot at me, the man replied. So according to the police log, the man appeared to be overdosed on Narcan, which is a drug used to reverse opioid overdoses.
Oh, I didn't know you could overdose on the...
So 36-year-old suspect charged with vandalism, trespassing, treated at a hospital. So I hope this person gets the help they need because, boy, that could have ended very, very poorly.
I had no idea you could overdose on that medicine to help keep you from overdosing.
Apparently you can overdose on just about anything. So I don't know. Be careful out there. That is what happens when your brain is on drugs. Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. The man behind the Muppets, Mr. Jim Henson, is going to be the focus of an upcoming biopic called Muppet Man. I'm excited for the movie,
I'm
but I
kinda
hope
torn.
they get it right.
Exactly, because he...
Yeah,
that man was a genius.
Heidi's a huge fan.
Huge
So,
fan.
Let me just say this.
And-
She's got multiple Muppets tattooed on her person.
I do.
I won't even tell you where.
I have the majority of the Muppets actually
Too many.
tattooed.
It's
on
way
me.
too much. It's a
What
lot.
do I have, 13 of them?
I don't know.
On me?
I've never counted, but it's a lot.
It's a lot.
So anyway, Muppet Man coming to a big screen.
They better get it
somewhere
right,
near
or I'm going to write a very
read
strongly worded letter to
a list
Disney.
of people that were in consideration online, and I couldn't believe that Tom Hanks was not on the list. I thought
Thank
for sure.
goodness.
Make Tom Hanks this guy know. Scientists developed technology that can retroactively add modern product placement to classic movies. So you might watch a movie sometime in the future and all of a sudden see Taco Bell for no particular reason or something.
But
I
you
don't know.
do already. What do
Yeah,
they
but-
mean modern? How are
but
they
they
going
would-
to change it?
I don't know. I have no idea. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by channelsurfertv.com.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of RadioSavings.com. Retailers are selling hyper-realistic muscular bodysuits that you can wear to appear super fit without ever going to the gym. So you're basically wearing rubber muscles that look real. I saw these. They look pretty
jeez.
realistic. And then like the wrist, it comes down to your wrist and you'd have like a watch covering the seam. And I don't know what you do around the neck. I suppose you'd have to wear like gold
no.
chains to cover the neck. I'm not sure what you do.
No.
I checked to see if they have them in my size. you know how big the muscles would have to be to make me look fit.
That's just, no.
I'm a big guy, by the way. Busch Beer Company is looking to hire a dog as a taste tester. So if your dog likes beer, your dog might get a job with Busch Beer Company trying to hire a dog as a taste tester.
For like a dog beer?
Apparently,
Or
I don't know what the plan is exactly, but there's some sort of plan. A stalker was arrested for trying to break into Taylor Swift's apartment after he said he believed Taylor Swift was secretly communicating him through her social media and music. So,
Uh-huh.
don't quite understand that whole thing.
She gets like stalked a
She
lot.
does, yeah. But I don't know. I'm going to just move on. I was going to say, because I remember hearing about somebody who, in our industry, who said, oh, I had a stalker. And they're talking about, this, I'm doing air quotes here, this stalker, what they did that made them really uncomfortable. And I was like, we have that happen all the time. And one was a person who came to visit them, and we went out to dinner with the person. They came from a different state.
Yeah.
We took them out to dinner, and this person called the
When
police
you say
on them.
we,
Okay, it was me. It was pretty cool. It was really nice to meet them. And a Utah woman has gone viral after posting a video of herself swimming in a mermaid costume. So if you're looking for something to watch, I guess there's a link to that. One last thing. Amazon is developing a new software that will allow customers to pay with their palm at Whole Foods. You just put your hand out, and that's how you'd pay. Funny thing online is people said, boy, last time I checked, it cost an arm and a leg, not a palm.
Wow.
That's been your scoop of the day. Brought to you by RadioSavings.com.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Super excited to visit with Rick Schatz. He's got a new book out. It's called Ordinary People, Extraordinary God, 17 Personal Stories of Lives Transformed by the Love of God. And I've got Rick on the line now. How you doing, sir?
I am doing very well, John. Thank you.
Well, I appreciate you guys sending me a copy of this book. This is really, really nice. And there's some great stories in here. And let's talk a little bit, first of all, about where you came up with the idea to put this book together.
I think the truth is, John, is that many people believe the messages of the world that are delivered to them, and they become convinced that they really can't do anything important. They hear the messages sometimes from their parents or teachers or even well-meaning friends that say, well, you're not quite smart enough, you're not good-looking enough, you're not a good enough athlete, whatever it is. And so they sit back and believe that their role in the church is to come to church regularly, write a check so the pastor can do the work of ministry. And that's simply a lie. And so I wrote this book to encourage people to say, if I say yes to God, He'll provide the rest. And that was the purpose in writing this book.
Now, first thing I want to ask is, how did you land on 17 stories? Did you have more than that, or was it a struggle to get up to that?
No, it wasn't a struggle at all. These are all personal contacts of mine. Many I've known for decades. And so these aren't third-party stories that somebody said, well, Rick, you ought to write about this person. He's a good guy or gal, whatever. These are all people that I have known for a long, long time. Most of them came from non-Christian homes, non-Christian backgrounds, but because of the love of God, their lives have been dramatically changed. And they said, yes to God, if you'll provide the gifts and the skills and the energy, I'll reach out and do some things for you with the goal of bringing God the glory. And everybody I talked to was enthusiastic about delivering that story. So what I did, John, in almost every case, I would sit down and interview these people. Those interviews took anywhere from 2 to 4 hours, and I would write feverishly and then put it into a story, ran it by them again so they could look at it, and that's what produced the book. But everybody I talked to was very enthusiastic about being part of this story.
Each and every one of these are stories that are uplifting, and they're stories that are hopefully going to make a difference in the life of the reader. Do you have other people that you might want to add, like an additional book in the future, or what are the plans moving forward?
Well, when I initially made up my list, there were more than 17 names on it, I can tell you. And originally, I was not going to include my wife or my story, but a number of folks who I was talking to said, you need to include your own personal story. So we did that. But there are bunches of other people that could be in book number 2. This is a story, John, that is encouraging to people. It can be an encouragement to non-Christians who say, my life is not exactly what I'd like it to be. Is there another way? And so I would hope that non-Christians that read the book would say, this has worked for a lot of people. Maybe it'll work for me. And I'm going to reach out and make a commitment to Christ and be a Christ follower. Other believers, their stories could be included as well. So this isn't exhaustive by any means.
Now, you've got a co-author on this book with you. Let's talk a little bit about who that is, and have you worked together in the past?
Yep. Stephen Iyer is the co-author, and we're very, very good friends. Again, we've worked together in ministry for many years, and Stephen was with a ministry that I'm the chief operating officer of called the Prayer Covenant. Stephen left that ministry a little over a year ago, and he's a very good writer. And so I talked to Stephen about co-writing this book. He was very excited about it, and so we put it together. And he's a great guy. He's a part-time pastor of a church here in Cincinnati, and Stephen and I have done a lot of ministry things together over the years.
Well, the book is available right now. Rick, thank you for taking the time to chat with us about it.
Have a great day, and thanks a lot, John.
Absolutely. Again, the book is called Ordinary People, Extraordinary God, 17 Personal Stories of Lives Transformed by the Love of God. It's available now. I'm going to throw a link to it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A giant fish with a transparent head exists at the deepest levels of our ocean, some of the least explored areas of the planets. Because of the extreme pressure and the cold and the dark in these depths, only the very strangest of creatures can survive there. They include giant tube worms, vampire squids, goblin sharks, and viper fish with
I've
teeth
seen goblin
so
sharks.
long
They're
they
so
cannot close their
weird.
mouths. Perhaps the strangest, though, is the barrel eye. It's a large fish with a completely transparent head. All of these and much more are lurking in the depths of the ocean.
Have you seen the pictures of some of those things? Oh, they're super terrifying.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy. That's why we don't hang out down there.
Yeah.
That is today's fun fact. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, RadioTravelGroup.com presents a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline Italy. A hospital worker in Italy is under investigation for allegedly skipping out on work for 15 years.
What?
But continuing
How
to get
on
a salary.
earth?
I don't know how. Apparently, this person's job was so unimportant that they just kept paying them.
Apparently.
Unnamed man, nicknamed the King of Absentees by the Italian press, allegedly made 538,000 euros a year, which is around 647,000 American dollars. And they were just skipping work and doing something else, but getting the checks
Do you
direct
have his
deposited.
contact information? I'd like to
No.
find out how
No.
to.
We would notice if you're not here, Heidi.
Would you?
Yeah, we would. Absolutely.
Don't think
Here's the thing. Do you remember there was a time when you weren't feeling well, and so you basically only said a couple of things because, like, your voice was sore, and then I had people asking, "What's going on? What'd you do to make Heidi mad?" So people noticed because you were just not being your perky, happy, normal self. So yeah, we would notice. We need you here. You matter in the John and Heidi Show. Yeah.
All right.
This is a news headline from somewhere in this world.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A College Station man has been charged after officers spent hours searching for him after he claimed to have been kidnapped. 19-year-old Vincent Ogaro is charged with making a false police report. He told police it was all just a prank that he did with his friends. They called.
Dude.
Yeah, it was a bad idea. He said, I need help. I got kidnapped.
Oh, man.
They checked the name on the card receipt and all the other names on the receipts at the same table. Turns out 10 minutes later, they were looking for him, and then they found him, and he apologized for what he had written on the receipt. He told them, well, I did it with my friends. It was just to prank him. Turns out it wasn't a good prank because, guess what? He was arrested. Formally arrested and charged. Posted a $5,000 bond to get out of jail for doing this.
Well,
so you don't do that. That's a terrible idea because these people were very concerned. They're like, this guy's been kidnapped by these other guys. He had written that on the receipt at a restaurant. So yeah, don't do that. That is not funny. It's today's weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Now, your moment of duh, brought to you by RadioSavings.com. A Florida woman is accused of duping at least 10 people out of a combined $100,000 with the promise of healing their relationship woes with witchcraft.
okay.
Yeah, it's not a good plan.
So
Lady by the
many
name of
good ideas on today's show.
No, don't do any of these. Rosalia carried out her scheme from January through March, placing ads in newspapers and on the radio and little flyers at laundromats saying, if you're having an argument with your wife or girlfriend, I can help you with your problems. At least 4 of the victims gave her a bunch of money. There's one right here, a man who said that she saw something dark in my life. She said I needed to hand over all of my money so she could bless it and multiply it. So he gave her $29,500.
Seriously.
She cleansed it all right.
Yeah,
was
I bet she
spotless
did.
when it was done. It was gone completely. And then after she got the cash, guess what? She quit taking his calls. Victims told the police that they never thought she would steal the cash. They thought for sure she was a good person, but apparently not.
Laundering is the same thing as cleansing. She wasn't lying.
Apparently not. It is today's Moment of Duh, brought to you by RadioSavings.com.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you pack out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Is It a Golf Course or Is It a Rehab Center? Brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. Heidi, tell me, Gainey Ranch, Scottsdale, Arizona. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center?
I'm going to say that one's a rehab center.
Gainey Ranch is a golf course.
What?
Sorry.
A golf course
Hey.
is called a ranch.
Gainey Ranch, that's the one. Yeah, this, for those of you who guessed it at home, that golf clap is for you. Heidi, none of that. You get none of it. For you guys. Only you guys.
Ruined my streak.
I know. Your streaks have not lasted very long.
They really haven't.
I'm looking at a 3-day streak. It's like, oh, blew that one again. That is how we play. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center? Brought to you by TimeForRehab.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. And I'm not a big YouTuber person, like a follower of things on YouTube.
No, I don't. If I need to see something, I'll look something up specifically.
Did you know that we have a YouTube channel?
I did not.
Did you know you're on this YouTube channel?
I did not.
You are. We're on there. I don't know what's on there. I think we have a few videos on there, but nothing very important, I'm sure. But a daddy-daughter duo created a YouTube channel to empower children with special needs. I think this is really cool. Miguel and his daughter, Ilana, were on a mission to transform the lives of children with autism and special needs all around the world. 4 years ago, he tried to push his daughter, who's now 13, to start her own YouTube channel because she was watching YouTube channels and she loved them. But he was shocked by her response. She said, well, I can't because I have autism. And that's when he said, it broke my heart. Aww. So he transformed his basement into a little studio for Toy Quest 101. It's a YouTube channel dedicated to reviewing pop culture. At first, I thought I was scared because I have autism, she said. And when I did the first video with my dad, now I was getting used to it, and I'm being happy with being happy with him. Miguel says that he saw an immediate change in his daughter that very first episode back in 2017. Says that nowadays she's talking more, engaging more.
Oh, that's
completing her
nice.
sentences, trying to pronounce words properly. Lots of things we struggle with growing up with autism. He said, I also noticed a huge change in her excitement level and her engagement and her wanting to kind of come out of her shell a little more. So I think this is really cool.
That is
They
really
have,
cool.
by the way, over 119,000 subscribers.
Wow.
Yeah. It says our vision is to bring awareness to promote a culture of acceptance with all kids. Autism,
I think we
special
have
needs.
19 subscribers.
No, so we just lost one. We're down to 17. Oh, 16, 15, 13. We don't even have a channel anymore.
Declining quickly.
I don't really even know how to tell how many subscribers we have.
I have no idea.
I don't even know how to tell people how to find our channel. Is that a bad thing, Heidi, that we don't even know that? Probably is. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. If you want to see this video I was talking about in this channel, I don't know how to find ours, but I have a link to theirs. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.